Hey everybody, Brett from AstartesGaming here, back with another episode of our Kenshi Let's Play. So, in today's episode, we have a major mission on our hands here. We have finally upgraded ourselves to tech level 5, and so this bench is outdated. It's no longer going to get the job done. So rather than upgrading this one, what I've done is back at the hub, we've repaired the longhouse here, this building, and I went ahead and I built the tier 5 bench in here. We're also going to build an electronic components manufacturing bench in here and some storage for it, but we'll worry about that, you know, when it becomes relevant. I think we got all the lighting done. We need lighting outside still though, and probably a battery bank up on the roof somewhere. But anyways, we've got a tier 5 bench here. We need to get where is he? Squin, right. We need to get Bucket to the hub so that he can get back to his work. Now, I've got a whole lot of electronic components on his person because we need them. Right now, we don't have the ability to craft them. That's, you know, why I wanted to produce the bench. But to produce the bench, I need quite a few, more than I actually have. So I bought a bunch in Squin. And I loaded up all of the research artifacts that we have as well. Right now, it's just 7 engineering research and 30 regular books. We can actually go check and see if there's any normal books, or excuse me, any ancient books in here. I haven't been in a while. And the reason I haven't been in a while is because we're technically supposed to be getting raided by Band of Bones. This is actually supposed to happen a while ago, and it never came, and then the timer reset, and now it's down to 3 hours again, so we'll see if they ever show up. I've had the gates closed for a while because of that, but I'm probably just going to go ahead and open them up because I don't think we have anything nasty coming our way. I've looked at the map. This white dot out here is some slave mongers that just took some starving bandits prisoner. So I don't know if we can actually see them. But I'm pretty sure that was the group of slave mongers that just walked by. It's going in the correct direction, I believe. And then there's something out here. That could be them. I have no way to check because I can't get the camera out there far enough. Even if I do it from Squin, I can't see what it is. So that might be them. They might be a ways off. I will open a gate though, so that our industries can resume their, you know, processes, because nobody's been running materials back and forth with the gates shut. So we'll open them up and let people get back to work. And I need to pull some people to run to Squin. Actually, before I do that, let me introduce you guys to our newest additions, because there are a couple. Oh, Rex is in the hub now, by the way. He's not getting fed, though. Somebody needs to feed Rex. It's probably because everybody likes to dump their food in here. So, let's see. Do I have anybody that just kind of hangs around? I guess Dust Rat, I'll just turn your job off. She hasn't been mining copper because we're not doing anything with the copper yet. So if I put like a couple stacks of food in her inventory, she should feed Rex. God, we have so much of this junk still. I need to unload it, but we can deal with that later. So with the backpack, Rex should get fed, and as long as I keep her job turned off, she won't load it into there. Right, so I need to pick some people to run. I think we're going to grab a couple of our main characters here. So the Shinobi are training away. I went to start building the new training dummies that I wanted. And I figured I'd put down a rug first because, you know, that's how these are. But for whatever reason, they won't build this rug. It's sort of like the canopies we had. I can't select it. I can't click on it or anything. And even though we have fabric storage benches, it just will not build this. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'll have to figure it out, but I need to try to get rid of it or get them to build it. Anyway, let's see. We have Kat, who is working on her assassination, I believe, and then Rook is working on his dodge. I'd like to send them. Although Kat needs a backpack, I gave hers away. Or I could send Ruka, who's been working on her toughness. Her toughness is almost 40. Let's let her finish that up, and then I think we'll send the 3 of them. Because that's a pretty good escort for Bucket, I think. They'll be able to handle most threats out there. So Ruka, Rook, and Cat. You 3 are going to be my mission team here. Let's see. I didn't need to select them straight away because I'm going to have to do this. Okay, so Rook, Cat, Ruka. I need you guys here. Then if we go back to the hub, we can put some more of our shinobi back to training. Especially now that there's benches open up. I think Stubbs is the only one not actively doing anything. What do you need to work on? Assassination, lockpicking. How's your stealth? 40, thievery is 40. Melee attack's 31, toughness is 35. What is this again? Dodge. How's your dodge? You could use some dodge training, Stubbs. So get over here. Start working on that. And whenever we get Claw a new leg, Claw can start training as well. I'm almost tempted to try to get rid of his second leg, and we'll just give him like 2 really badass skeleton legs so he moves super fast. But I don't know how easy that'll be to do. There is a method for doing that, which is going to, if you've ever heard of the Skin Bandits have a peeler machine. And if you can gain access to the peeler machine, it's essentially supposed to like flay the person to death. It's pretty nasty. The Skin Bandits like to wear human flesh. But if you heal somebody while they're on it and make sure to stop, so you know when people are getting healed, it starts at the highest one, which is the head, and then it works progressively down. So if you want to remove legs, all you do is let them heal up to the right arm and then stop the healing process and start over. And then it'll just keep looping around, and so you can have the legs be the only thing that gets significantly damaged to the point where they fall off. And then you replace them. It's not a pleasant process, but it does work. The reason I bring that up is because the burning prisoner pole that we used way back to kill the guy, the slumlord that we got the hub from, is just a reskinned peeler machine. Instead of peeling, it's supposed to be burning them, but it's the same thing. It just lights a campfire underneath them. So in theory, we could throw one of those down and kind of make our own little peeler machine leg remover. That is a very common thing in this game, by the way. Intentionally trying to remove limbs, because the prosthetic ones, depending on which ones you get, are potentially significantly better than just a normal human or hiver leg. Let's actually check in over here again. So I was going to introduce you guys to new characters and I got sidetracked. So Halt is no longer working on building materials. He's joined sort of the warrior group, although I'm probably going to split this in half and have the town guards, like the people that are going to stay town guards, join the hub group. And then my roaming warrior band will stay its own separate thing. Anyways, he's part of the warriors now. And Baraka is our newest addition to that group. He is one of the band of bones that we recruited. There he is. He's got some what do you call it? Slavemonger armor on. He looks identical to Kang, basically. Although if you could see their actual faces, they actually do look quite different. But in terms of armor, they're essentially the same. Then for the hub itself, we have Pack and String. So those were 2, what do you call it? 2 drifters that I picked up. Pack is operating, I think, one of the mining facilities, and String is just standing by a turret. So as soon as we need him to jump on it, we can do that. But I don't trust them enough to just put them on all the time. So yeah, he is watching and waiting for his chance to shoot some stuff with harpoons. I've also set some blueprints for upgraded mining facilities. Rather than just picking away with a pickaxe, we can actually throw down an ore drill. And they're fairly cheap. It's just 25 building materials, which building materials are easy to come by. I try to put it in such a way that it looks like it's drilling the actual node. but it didn't need to be here. It could have been like anywhere in this area, essentially. But we got like 98 quality. I think 99 was the highest. There was no spot where there was 100. So for a little bit of, you know, aesthetic, I decided to just sacrifice the 1 point and put it where it looked like it was mining that. And the same over here with the copper one. These are both paused, by the way, so they're not going to get built until I decide to build them. They require power, and so I'm not sure if I want to do that yet. This one looks like it's mining that little bit of copper there. I'd like to run some more of these guys on this slope here. Unfortunately, the game's being a little bit finicky and it won't let me build there. It's not because of the terrain or anything. It says I'm building too close to a town, but the town is my town, so I should be able to build it wherever. So what I'll probably do is just build them wherever the game will allow me, and then use the in-game editor to kind of push them where they should be. That's the only thing I can think of that would work, but I need more power to make that happen. And then once we have those, we can build the drills. We'll also need more power in the rest of our base, because we're starting to throw down a lot of things that require significant energy, like the research bench, for example. As soon as we get the crafting benches going, those are going to require a lot. So, yeah. It's a lot to be done. A lot to be done. Anyways, I was going to have Bones attempt to recruit this person here. So, I've had better success. I guess I can't technically say better success, because I've only recruited 2 of them, and the first one, I think, was just dumb luck. And the second one, I tried some stuff and then it worked, so we'll see. But I seem to have more success if the person is unarmed and unarmored. So they can't have a weapon on them, and it works better, I think, if they don't have any armor either. I'm also putting a bunch of food in Bones' inventory. And yes, so see, now I have dialogue options. Before, it was just, let's talk a moment, and then they insult us. So now I can actually choose. All we have to say is join us and fight great fights. I will follow a strong leader such as you. Let us crush our enemies. Okay, we'll fight together, you and I. Ah, now to kill you all. They're just joking. Okay, so there's Jack. Our newest addition. Let's go ahead and let him out. And we'll get him some armor. I don't know what I have exactly. Let's run over here and check. He is pretty... Yeah, he's fully healthy. So it's just a matter of getting him equipped, really. I don't have a whole lot, do I? I guess we'll give him these armor rags. They're not great, though. He can have a bandana. That'll look kind of cool. I have some leather shirts somewhere. Let's see. Some high-grade drifter's leather pants. And I do have some shoddy... Actually, are these better? Yeah, we'll give him the standard grade ones. Okay. That's about all I can do from here. So there's Jack. Let's get him... I don't have shirts in there. Here? Yeah. Okay, so we've got shoddy leather shirt, shoddy leather turtleneck, shoddy leather shirt. Well, they all offer some protection, so it's better than nothing. I'll give you some food. Just take some extra, actually ditch the fish and take like 4 of these. And if you want, you can take some med kits as well. Then a weapon. There's a few weapons here. I've got some of the horse choppers that Vulcan made, and a few of the newer katanas that he's made as well. I only kept the best quality stuff, so the Katten level, or Katten number 1 quality, which is technically not something that we're able to make yet. Those are critical successes, so it's actually beyond the level of technology that our bench should allow. I guess I'll give him this Nodachi, because I think that's the best weapon I have. It's going to hit for 78. Actually, the katana is better. Yeah, the katana is just outright better. And that's not even factoring in attack speed, so this will hit quicker. Granted, it's not going to penetrate armor as well, because it's a lighter weapon. But otherwise, it's virtually identical, except it hits harder and swings faster. The other alternative is going for like a saber weapon. Do you have any preference? It looks like he actually is better with sabers, so let's give him this. And we'll have him go wait with one of the guard groups. I honestly don't know which one needs more help. I just have like a ton of people standing around waiting for a fight. But I've been very reluctant to send anybody anywhere because the Band of Bones were supposed to be here attacking us, and again, they've yet to show up. These damn bandits missing their appointments. Also, I've made some improvements over here, so it's more obvious at night, but I've tried to make this feel kind of lived in. So there's these electric lights here that'll light up this patio area. Just some random storage stuff. I don't really intend for any of this to get used. It's more just there for looks. This battery, of course, is meant to be used. But these flour sacks are not. They're just kind of there. We've got our harpoon turret with a searchlight on it. This is like a fallback weapon. I think I mentioned this last time. But I don't really intend anybody to ever be on this unless the outer gates fall and the enemy storms the courtyard or something. In a situation like that, everybody who's a non-combatant can pile in here and we'll shut the door. And then somebody can get up on this turret and at least we'll be able to, you know, fire on these guys before they inevitably break in. But yeah, so that's what I've done there. I don't think anything in the interior has been touched though. And then this is an upgrade as well. So this is the second tier iron refinery. Not the manual, not the first tier non-manual. So this is essentially the third level, even though it's called Iron Refinery 2. And only one person is required to work on this. And it is even more efficient than the last one. So not only does it produce it faster, but it requires less labor. So Ren is working that by herself now, and I've shifted Elian over to engineering exclusively. I should probably get him back on that. My engineers still aren't working properly. I have to basically tell them to do everything. And even then, they don't generally do it. I basically have to put everything they need in their inventory and then micromanage every step of the process. And I don't know why that is, but that is what it is, which is how it's playing out right now. So yeah, very frustrating. Another thing I would like to do is I think it would be a good idea to go visit some other towns. Jack, what are you doing? Oh, I need to take him off jobs. He's going to go ditch his food. We just want you on hold. That is it. Not passive. No jobs, because then they'll haul stuff. I just want them to hold position there and be ready to attack if necessary. It's the same thing these guys are doing. But yes, I'd like to go visit another town, and I don't mean like one that we've already been to. I'm referring more to something that we haven't explored yet. The issue is the closest towns are going to be Holy Nation ones. I think there's a Holy Nation town like right here. I believe it's Bad Teeth. I'd have to look at a map to remember which one it is, or just go there, but there should be a Holy Nation town right here. There's also, of course, more Shek ones, but I think the Shek ones are a little bit further away. Deeper to the south and whatnot. So the Holy Nation is going to be a little bit limited in the stuff that they sell, just because, you know, they're kind of religious zealots. And then also we have to be very careful who we send. They don't like non-humans, and they don't particularly like women. So I couldn't send like Kat by herself, or Grox or Ruka. It would have to be some of our human Greenlanders, ideally. So I'd have to decide who that's going to be. Maybe Skinner can lead a party. Rook can, of course, go, but his talents are kind of wasted on a trip like that, I feel like. So I'll have to decide who it's going to be, but let's check their progress, because the sooner they arrive in Squin, the sooner we can get started on researching our tier 5 walls. Oh, we're pretty close, actually. Okay, so here we are. Let's make sure we're sharing the weight a little bit. Rook has a small Shinobi Thieves backpack. It doesn't hold much and things don't stack in it, but it's something at least. And then Ruka has a large one, or is it the medium one? It's a regular one, I guess. So Bucket, you don't need to be carrying all that yourself. Although anything that needs to stack should probably stay with you. The books will stack to an extent in here, in any backpack, or even in your regular inventory. So we can do that. She is going to be slightly overweight weight there, but he's way overweight, so yeah. Rook, what can you do? Okay, so those will stack slightly as well, and then if I transfer some of these, you know, if we did this intelligently, we could fit more of them. There we go. He's still well underweight, so let's give him even more. And we know that from last episode, even if he's like up to 50, he still runs well over 20 miles an hour, so probably best to give him as much of the stuff as possible. I know Cat can carry some as well, so I think Rook is pretty much full. Cat, go ahead and trade with Bucket. And why do we have... Oh, right, some of the prisoners had like weird items on them. Okay. You're getting closer to an acceptable weight. God, that's just so many books. So what are you at now? What's your running speed look like? 9. I don't think that's correct. 15, okay. What's yours? 18. You guys are still 25 or higher, so I can't put anything else on. Well, I can give him more books, I guess. Ruka had them. There, give him some books. And then Bucket, you can transfer some stuff to Ruka. Let's see. Sure. All that food will lighten you up pretty considerably. I think that's going to be good enough. What can you run at? 17? Yeah. No, nothing is going to catch us at 17. It'll probably keep pace with us, but that's fine. Okay, so I think we're good to go. So I'm going to grab our group here. Well, no, let's do this. Just because I don't like issuing the move orders on the map. You never know where the people are actually going to end up. So what I'd rather do is this. So I'll click or select those 4. I have all 4 of you, right? Yeah. We'll make sure you guys are moving as a group, and I'll issue the order to go here. And I'll let them go. Okay, so this is going to be the group I send to Holy Nation territory, I think. So it's going to be 3, I believe, Greenlander humans. Definitely humans, though. So we have Skinner, Riker, and Khan. I'm going to let Skinner take the lead on this one. And these 2 will escort him. He's got the backpack. We'll need to make sure that they have food. It looks like they've got a decent amount. Although it should probably be in Skinner's backpack. So let's just switch everything over to that. And then if you would trade with Riker. There. They'll be able to share that between each other. And I'll give you maybe some rations as well. Oh, you're too heavy now. Are those really heavy? They are really heavy. Well, I don't want you to be like encumbered straight away. You just need to get stronger, I guess. I think his armor is too heavy. How fast are you? Like so. Actually, let's see. You know what I should do instead? Since these all weigh the same, let's be more intelligent about this. If all the food is 1 kilogram, then we'll bring food that has the most nutrition per weight value. So I think the ration packs do have the most at 125. So I'll give you, I guess, 8 rations. I think that'll be more than enough. They're not going to be gone that long or go all that far. He's still moving at 20, correct? Yeah, okay, that's fine then. So you 3, go ahead and venture out into the wastes here. I think right about there is a town. And we'll see what we can do. Maybe, I mean, it's Holy Nation territory, so I don't think they're going to have prosthetics, but we can cross our fingers that they have like a robotics shop, and maybe we can get claw leg. What leg are you missing? The left leg. If not, we could potentially send someone into Hiver territory. They'll definitely have limbs, albeit more than likely it'll be like an economy leg. But anything to get him back up on his feet so that he can at least start training would be nice. Okay, so that group is ready to go. Okay, so checking back into our prison, it looks like we are able to talk to yet another prisoner. So let's find one that we want to recruit. I have a request for a female Shek. Actually, a pretty old request. So let's recruit one of these two here. You have plenty of food. We'll need to remove her gear. So loot. And oh, I don't really have space. That's okay. Here's what we'll do. Just drop your stuff on the ground. And take her stuff for the time being. Because it's all more or less the same. And you can just put the boots and the food in your inventory. Okay. Let's try it. Oh. No dice. Alright, well, we gave it a shot. Let's see. Ditch the pants and take your old armored skirt back. Well, I guess we'll just have to wait. Alright, so Skinner, Khan, and Riker have already discovered a Holy Nation town. So this is Stack here. We could visit Stack. It is technically closer. Oh, is that a bandit camp they're about to run on top of? Yikes. Well, at least they've marked it on the map. We'll be able to clear that out potentially later. I know Bad Teeth is out here, so you know, maybe we should go to Stack. It is closer. I forgot that that was there, so let's send them that way. And Bucket, Rook, Cat, and Ruka are on the way. So they are roughly in between. Yeah, so almost directly in the middle. I should probably find out what that is. So let's go to our Shinobi. And straight this way, there is something. Are you a bunch of Shek trying to murder me? No, I think it's this thing here. Oh, just a wandering monk floating in the air. That must be it. I'll pan out, just make sure I'm not missing anything, but yeah, I think it's just a wandering monk. Okay. So these Band of Bones guys might not be coming. They could be stuck or something. That does happen. It very likely could be this group and they're just like caught and they can't pathfind their way. That came out weird. They can't pathfind their way over here. So we might just never get that raid, or we have to like go out there and trigger it or something. I don't know. I'm not super keen on going out and picking a fight with them if I don't have to. I'd rather continue building up our base. We should be able to see Rook and Co. coming. There they are. Are they just aggroing on anything? Because they're going to destroy anything that they decide to chase after. Let's come back and loot. We're friendly. Bulls, leave us alone. But yeah, I'll take anything of value off of them. Because we're pretty close to town, so we can just turn around and sell it. None of that's really worth picking up. God, that's making me real nervous. Yeah, they're not showing any signs of hostility here, so I think we'll be okay. Oh no, nobody can carry that. Riker, you can. Perfect. Good old saber that fits in the inventory. Or what is that thing? Cleaver, right. Okay, if you guys would come in here. Now, I'm a little wary about like picking up this hiver. Actually, where the hell did that happen? Oh, it's out here. I'm a little bit wary about picking him up and bringing him into town because they might, the city that is, they might aggro on me for, you know, having a hiver. So this will be a little bit tricky. I think what I can do is maybe keep one person. Wait, why did I do that? Riker, you need to do the looting. There we go. So, Skinner, I think you have the most med kits. Go ahead and first aid this drone. Con. Oh, hello. Where the hell did you come from? Cool. Right. Con is not carrying any of the Triangle Bandit loot. So he can carry the... You're not long for this world there, Mr. Bull. Actually, you're not as bad as I thought. Anyways, if Con can... Did you get fully patched up? Yeah. If Con can carry this guy, he can hang out outside of town. He has nothing to sell. And the other two can go in. And then we'll bring that hiver back with us. Assuming it doesn't slow us down too much. Oh, hello. Where are you guys appearing from? Well, we'll get a little bit of fight practice. They don't really stand a chance against 3 of us when there's only 1 of them. Can we even carry that? Well, it's worth a lot more than this. So, ditch that on the ground and take this. So at least he won't have a weapon in his hands when he wakes up. Okay, moving on. Hopefully no more Triangle Bandits appear out of nowhere. And you guys have arrived, so let's pause and evaluate the situation here. Wow, you've got a lot of stuff on you. I think I can actually transfer that from here. So, yeah, it'll let me do it from this distance. Perfect. We'll unload all of that. Who had the other stuff? Bucket? No, not really. You've got some food, that's fine. You can hold on to it. And Bucket, we can queue up some research for you now. So, large defensive walls is definitely the first thing we want. It's going to cost me 3 engineering research. Not a problem. Cool. So we can finally build the walls, the same walls that the hub uses. And if I want to spend some more of our engineering research, we can do skeleton repair beds. This is the only way that the skeleton can repair by resting. The difference between like an organic versus a skeleton, robot, is that organic injuries to organic creatures will heal over time. But because skeletons are metal, the only way to repair them is to actually go in and do the repairs, or put them in a repair bed, sorry. So that's something we might need, especially if we start getting more skeletons. We have 3 right now, but I'd like to have more than that. And let's see, tech level 6, we need 2 AI cores. I don't know that we've even seen one yet, but we'll start ramping up our exploring. We need ancient science books. So for now, large defensive walls I think is good enough, and skeleton repair beds, why not? Is that the only thing we can do? Yeah, just those 2 projects. So I'm actually going to ask Cat, or you don't have a backpack though. Somebody with a backpack. Dustrat has one, but it's full. She can unload some of that right now, actually. I just didn't have anywhere to put these steel bars. I just wish there was more space. This is not ideal. Not ideal. Like, I have a bunch of hemp, a bunch of cotton, enough to start a small farm anyways. But it's just not very storage friendly. If I built the specific storage for it, it would be easier. I probably should do that. Maybe I'll work on that between episodes. So, yeah, she doesn't have enough room. Ruka, do you? Yes, okay, you and Kat are going to go on a trip then. Go visit our friends in the old random bar there. The bar in the middle of nowhere. And while you do that, we'll revisit this group. Okay, so this is... Oh, hello. What's happening over there? Man, I'm already regretting not bringing a larger force on this trip. Hungry bandits. I don't really want any of them. I have enough of them locked up already. Somebody's actually fighting inside this building. So, where do we want to visit first? Let's hit Alt and look at the different signs. So there's a bar here. This is going to be where one of the Inquisitors lives, I believe. Because this is not Blister Hill. Blister Hill is their capital, so that's where the Holy Phoenix lives. So this must be an Inquisitor. Or it could just be like a barracks. I don't know what this is. It could be, again, like a barracks or something. Maybe a police station. There's a generic trader here. There is some sort of like plant or medical trader there, maybe. Here's a workshop. Let's have you two go in there. A lot of bars for this being a holy place. And there's at least 2 armorers as well. I'm more interested in like blueprints, I think, than actual armor in this case. Oh, they're already there. Wow, okay. We'll need to be careful though. They don't have a holy flame, so we could find ourselves in real trouble here. Although I think you get 1 free pass, so we might be alright. Can I see your wares? Yeah, he's asking about the book. Do they have a holy flame for sale? No. They have the Guiding Light and a couple of other books. Oh, they do have a holy flame. Let's buy one just to be safe, because they don't cost a whole lot. Right, so nothing that we really need here. That's really disappointing. I thought for sure this place would have at least something. I mean, they have books. Oh, pause. But that's about it. I was hoping, again, that they'd have parts or something like that. Turret kits, those are interesting. I actually have a mod that, it's called Siege Warfare. It lets you build turrets, not on walls or buildings, but you need these turret kits to do it. But effectively, if we decide to like besiege a town, we can put a bunch of harpoon turrets down on the outside with those. But they sell them everywhere, so we don't need to pick them up here. So that was a bust. What is this here? I think this is the clothing coloration shop. Yeah. Nothing to do there, really. I mean, there's plenty to do. We just don't need to do it right now. That's the inn. This is an armor shop, so let's go visit this. You guys, like, starving? What's going on here? Oh, I think we still had a Hungry Bandit selected. Okay. Skinner, go have a word with our friend there. Let's see what you've got. Helmets. They specialize in helmets. None that I need, though. And I'm pretty sure I have the blueprints for any helmet I want to craft, but we can still look. Right, so mast helmet. Research already known. Yeah, that's kind of the main one I want. What is this one? Visored helmet? Samurai helmet, we know. Basket hat. Square goggles. Ashland hat. What's that? That's the basket hat. What's an Ashland hat look like? You guys don't have one or what? Oh, it's this one. Those are kind of cool. They don't sell for much, so we can't make them for anything other than our own purposes. It's actually pretty inexpensive for the blueprint, so we'll grab it. Turbans, bandanas. Why do I need a bandana blueprint? I already am able to craft that. Ninja mask. I wouldn't mind knowing that. Something tells me I might already know it, though, but that's these here. I'll buy it just in case. Dyed turban. That's kind of cool. We can color them. Armored face plates. That's these. Well, that's the faceplate with the hood. It's this here. So armored faceplate, wool hat. I know I can make that. Swamp ninja mask. What's that look like? That's a fog mask. That's the swamp ninja mask. So I think effectively these are all the same. The fog mask versus mask type 3 versus swamp ninja mask. Actually, no. They have varying degrees of protection, but in terms of weather protection and like environmental protection, they're all identical. Actually, while we're here, let's unload this junk. Okay, Kat and Ruka are back. Let's transfer our stuff to the research bench. It's really just that. And then we'll transfer our food to the food receptacle here. I'll let her keep some of that food, and in fact, she should not be doing any sort of job. Ruka, did you have something? Let's see. Ruka, inventory. Yeah, you have food. Let's deliver the, what do you call it? The fruits, whatever they are. And I'll have to figure out who that's going to go to. I don't know that we have anybody that's like a really, really good shot with a crossbow. Kat has a ranger, but she doesn't use it that often. So I don't know that she's the person to give it to. It's probably better suited for somebody that's like a dedicated, crossbow user. But I don't really have one of those yet. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and close the gates now. I'm going to leave everybody who is working outside because the enemies won't target them. They'll come for the gate and try to attack it. So anybody that's outside is effectively safe. And if they get chased, they'll just run away. And the raid will not affect them. But yeah, I'm not seeing anything, and it makes me almost more nervous. Because at least, yeah, see, expired. 6 hours, so it just keeps refreshing. I think they are bugged or something. Let's go back to Stack. You guys were going to talk to this clothing trader. So Vulcan has been making bandanas. Quite a few of them, just to practice his armor skill, which is not in his inventory. It's up to 40 now. It was like 32 when he started, so that's pretty good. Copper 84, yeah, so I think it's time for a copper run. Now, I think I'm going to need to hire this guy finally and just have him be a runner. So we'll buy him a backpack, and that'll be his job, is to just transport the copper to and from the store. Because I'd rather not have to keep pulling Vulcan off of his work to do it. So Vulcan, go talk to him. You do have food on you. Oh, let's put it in your actual inventory just to be safe. There, that should be good. Go talk to this guy. Okay, blah blah blah, join us, I'll give you food. Oh, come on man, you have food on you. No, why aren't you cooperating? God, you're dumb. There we go. Okay, so I didn't bother customizing this guy at all really, I just gave him a name. He's got a little bit of like hair on the top of his head, so I named him Scruff. Let's set him free. Do you have any food? Oh, he's stuck. Vulcan, you gotta get him out. Thank you. Oh, come on. Put him down. Get back to work, and then Scruff, go buy yourself a backpack. Right across the street. God, the camera. Like, that's the one thing I do not miss about working in the hub is I don't have to navigate the camera around all these ridiculous buildings and everything. Oh good, the electrical workbench is finished. We'll have to put somebody to work on that. Okay, let's do business. Just a regular wooden backpack is fine. And then Scruff, if you could, I need you to do a couple runs. We're going to do a copper run first, because that'll net us the most money. And then we'll do probably a bandana run. Actually, here, we don't want to be on jobs, because jobs make characters behave stupidly. Good enough. You know what we can actually do? Here, I'll show you guys this. This is kind of an exploit, sort of. It's a little cheaty, but it's not that big of a deal. It doesn't gain you any more money or anything. So rather than carrying all that stuff over here, I'm just going to let him... Why are you still moving so slow? There we go. So normally if his inventory was full like that, he'd be moving incredibly slowly. And building up his strength, but I don't really care about that right now. So if I go to the trader here, and we initiate trade, what I can do is click on this, And if I control, or excuse me, shift right click, it goes into his inventory, and if I shift right click it again, it sells it. So it's just a little bit faster way to handle that. And then I can get all of it instead of leaving some of it behind. I don't know that I need to buy anything right now. We should have plenty of fabric for him to make those. So yeah, that's all we really need there. What we can try to do also is, let's see if this is in range. So if I click on the armor's storage, will these sell from there? They will. Cool. So we don't even need to transport them. We'll just sell them all from here. Oh, it's going into his inventory first. Right. So there we go. Did you already have that on? Where did that come from? That's weird. I don't know that that's working. I think I have to manually sell them, possibly. It will let me drag them straight from the armor storage into here. Unfortunately, it just won't let me shift right click them. Alright, so that's all done. I don't know that that was a better way to go about it, because that was tedious as hell. But we got it all sold. I don't know why these turned green, or how some of them became different quality. It's real strange. Real strange. But we got the job done. So let's figure out what the hell's happening back here. Khan is being targeted by something. But what? These guys, maybe? What are you? Those are slave traders. This is some sort of bandit camp. But I don't see any bandits there. So I guess let's just select these guys and we'll kind of watch them. Oh, of course, it's the triangle bandits that appear from nowhere. Well, if it's only one, then we'll engage. Khan, what are you doing, man? I gave you an order to fight. Yeah, skill-wise, they can't touch us. Skinner's block, even with one hand tied up, holding a hiver over his shoulder. He can still fend off anything that guy throws at us. Okay, we didn't make it very far, did we? Keep moving. I'm going to check that white dot on the map. Just because I'm very, very nervous about this whole Band of Bones thing. So somebody's right there, straight ahead of me. Not seeing them. Which is all the more concerning. Skinner, you're beat up? What's going on here? Oh, you're just standing there. Why are you just standing there? You've been getting wailed on this whole time. Yeah, fight back. So he just got beat up a bunch, not because this guy had any chance of actually hurting him, but... Oh, actually... Now he does. Crap. What's happening over there? Slave traders are fighting triangle bandits? Well, this isn't good, because now we gotta carry him. Okay, Riker. Don't let him hit you in the legs, guys. Like, of all the body parts, save your legs. Well, at least we are doing a decent job holding them off. God, stop letting him hit you. You guys were doing so well before. Down him, please, because you got another one coming. He's real beat up. This guy's in pretty good shape considering who he just fought. Oh, no, no, no. Do not get hit by that. Oh, God. You take it right in the back. Jesus. We're going to need to send a rescue party here. So, Rook, Cat, you're my two fastest. Grox, you've been training, what? Your strength, I think? How fast are you? Not very. Ruka, are you pretty fast? Not fast enough. I don't really care. Let's send these 4. And you're pretty slow. You're really slow. I don't know, like, who's gonna be able to keep up? I guess the original 5? Well, the original 4 plus Ruka. Okay, get out there. You guys just take your licks and do the best you can. I don't know what they'll take from you. Probably nothing. Oh, great. Looting the dead. He's not dead, though. Just bleeding. What are they going to take? Let's see. As far as I can tell, nothing. What are you doing? Oh, you're medicing us. That's... No, you're medicing your friend. Okay. Okay, so here are the drifters that we saw. There is at least 3 skeletons here. We have Saint, we have Alec, and we have Knife. And they're all recruitable as far as I can tell. These 2 I think are going to be 7,500 apiece, because they have skills, and then Knife is probably going to be the minimum, like 3,000. So who's over here that can handle this? Since you're just standing there. You're like really hungry. Why don't you ever run inside and grab food? I don't know. Sometimes they're so dumb. Like, we have a food bin for that reason, and they'll just ignore it, starve to death. She's not even doing her job, so it's not like, you know, she's busy doing something else. Okay, so talk to this one first. 7,500, that's what I thought. I'm gonna pass for now, just because we're a little bit tight on money. Let's take the guy with no skills. Okay, Knife. 6,000, really? Well, it's gonna be less than the other 2. I guess we'll do it. Okay, so we've got Knife now as well. Let's get both of you into town. We'll get Wee some food. And we'll find Knife something to do. I might give him Hero's job, and we'll turn Hero into like a crafter or something. That does remind me, we need to be making this stuff here. So, Balder, did this never get made? You have the materials for it. Make that, please, and then we're gonna start. I think we'll just have Balder do it, since he's already pretty skilled in crafting, I think. Engineering, I don't know if that translates. I guess we'll see. But we'll have him do it, and then maybe we'll have like another character take over at some point. Okay, so I don't know what the hell's going on here. I keep sending them to go rescue the other group, and they're not moving. Well, here, we need to be over here first. They're just going to stand there. Great. So I've issued this order several times. The gate is open, and the gate's not what's stopping them. Okay, it says they're moving. I'll trust it. Man, those slave mongers are getting wrecked by these triangle bandits. I wonder if they're like higher level. Yeah, these guys are actually pretty skilled. And this one's a triangle breaker, which is like their elite troops. Triangle hunter. Yeah, I think these guys are elites. So they should be moving now. Yes, they're moving. Good. Right, what else can we do in the meantime? We should probably have Balder get to work. So let's see how he does. Now, unfortunately, the raw copper is kind of a little run. So we'll need to find a better solution for that. I could put another copper storage over there, but it would be very inefficient for the people who are mining it. So I don't know if that's a good idea or not. And let me guess, you're grabbing it like one at a time? Why wouldn't you just fill your inventory? He grabbed 10, so maybe he can only... Yeah, he can only load 10 at a time. Before I forget, Bones, could you have a chat with one of our friends here? Nothing. Okay. Well, we tried. Back over here, Knife is just hanging out. You're going to come in here and grab some food. I don't know why you have half the stuff that you have. But let's resolve that. Really? No room? No, not what I meant to click. There we go. Okay. Now then. Wrong one. Take a whole stack of dried meat and then get back to work. Is she going? I think she is. Alright, so back to where our little expedition team went down. Drone looks to be the first one who will arrive. He got a head start on everybody else, I guess. He's not going to be able to handle them both. But this guy is quite injured, so maybe we can down him if we kind of dance around this carefully. He's got a nice bounty on him as well. Actually, they both do. We might take them to... Where is this? So we could sell them, or we could turn that bounty virtually anywhere. We could take them to Stack, or we could take them to Squin. Either way. Let's see, this guy's not going to... Oh, run. So this is going to require a lot of microing on my part. So Cat, I'll have you engage that one since your melee skills aren't the best. I think we'll put Grox and Ruka on the big guy since they have the most durability. And then I'll ask Rook to get over here because he is the fastest. So hopefully that's putting everybody's skills to good use. Oh, great. And immediately a big double hit. Come on, guys. You're making us look real bad here. Jesus. We might lose that fight. Where'd the other guy go? Just booking it? You guys are back up at least. Do we want to steal anything off of this slaver here? We'll take your med kit and sure, we'll grab your armor. Why not? We'll just leave you naked with a stick. Okay. Let's see here. Go ahead and pick up... Actually, pick up Skinner. First aid Skinner. You hang out over here. Are we doing any damage to this guy? Not even a little bit. Okay, you just went down. Drone, snatched the weapon. I think that's ours. I think they stole it from us, so we'll take it. And steal the clothes off of his back too, because if he does get up, he'll be a lot easier to defeat when he's naked. And then I think both of you are going to need to help out with that other fight. Granted, that might not be a good idea, just because that weapon has a ton of AoE damage. Rook didn't get hit at all, so maybe Rook can help us. And Cat, come over here with your crossbow. God, we just can't land a hit. And there goes Grox. Grox has 51 toughness, and he still went down like nothing. Oh, great. Well, hopefully Rook is up to the task here. It looks like the quick attacks are doing a lot better. Yeah, so I misjudged that. We should have put all the light weapons on him. Cat, come around the back. Try to shoot him. Ruka, you need to move. Rook is just too fast for him. Grox, look out, man. Get yourself patched up. Oh, he actually just managed to beat our stomach into submission. Man, Rook really took him to school. Alright, weapon. Ruka has a free weapon slot, so we'll have her do it. What a mess this was. Cat, chill with the crossbow. I don't want any friendly fire happening. Oh, that works too. Okay, I'm just going to loot them for all their stuff, but I'm not going to bother with anything else because I can't recruit these guys or anything, so it's really no advantage to doing that. Back over here. Khan, why don't you... No, let's just bring everybody to one place. So what I'm going to do is I'll have our guys pick up, you know, whoever needs to be picked up and carried, and we'll get everyone patched up, and we'll send them home. But you guys don't need to see all that busy work, so I'll go ahead and leave it here for today. Don't forget to keep the name submissions coming. I'll try to, since we have so many characters now doing so many different things, I'll try to honor requests as to what their job is more accurately, because I can move people around much easier now, whereas before we had jobs that needed to get done and whoever got hired had to go fill that spot. Now we can kind of play around with stuff. So don't forget to keep names coming, characters coming if you want to actually RP them, but names are fine too. And I think we're going to go on a bigger adventure next time. We might do 2 separate groups, one to a hive village and another to, say, some sort of ancient ruins, because we need more ancient science books, and we haven't really been able to source those reliably. So we'll have to go find some. And hopefully we'll have our wall research done by then as well, so that we can go ahead and start expanding the hub. We'll have a lot of stuff going on in the next episode. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I had a great time playing some Kenshi with you, and I look forward to seeing you guys back here for the next one.